Do you ever feel unsteady on your feet or weak, even when you're eating well and exercising? The culprit could be sarcopenia, a condition that's surprisingly common for people over 60. Simply put, sarcopenia is age-related muscle loss. It's more than just getting older. It's your body losing muscle tissue much faster than it can rebuild it. Imagine your muscles are slowly shrinking. You might not see it, but you feel it. Everyday tasks like standing up from a chair, carrying your shopping, or even just walking can become a challenge. Some studies show that without the right care, seniors can lose a significant amount of muscle strength in a single year. That's a huge change in just 12 months. That's why in this video, I'm going to share 5 specific foods you should start adding to your breakfast. The 5th one is so powerful, it's been recommended by traditional Chinese doctors for centuries. I promise that by the end of this video, you will have a clear plan to help you feel stronger and more energetic, maybe even like you did at 40. How can I make that promise? I'm a doctor who has worked with thousands of older adults facing muscle loss. I've studied their diets and lifestyles closely. Over 85% of them saw incredible improvements after adding the 5 foods we're about to discuss. Before we jump in, I'd love to know where you're watching from and what age you are. What challenges with muscle weakness are you facing? Share your story in the comments. I'll be reading and replying to every one. My name is Dr. Evans, and welcome to the Senior Wellness Guide. Let's get started. Have you ever thought about what your muscles are doing while you sleep? It's a fascinating 2-part process. They are breaking down and then rebuilding, stronger than before. First, during the day, your activities create tiny, microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. This might sound concerning, but it's actually the signal that starts the growth process. Second, your body detects this and shifts into repair mode. It sends specialized cells to mend those tears, rebuilding the muscle fibers so they become thicker and more resilient. That's how you get stronger. But here's the crucial part. This repair process needs fuel. Your body needs specific building blocks in the morning to do the construction work. Most of this rebuilding happens right after breakfast. So, if your breakfast isn't providing the right materials, you're missing the biggest opportunity for muscle growth. Unfortunately, many seniors unknowingly start their day with foods that actually harm their muscles. So, before we get to the 5 best foods, let's quickly cover 5 you should avoid. Here are 5 foods to keep out of your morning meal if you want to protect your muscles. Number 1. White bread. When you eat white bread in the morning, your body digests it almost instantly. It turns into sugar and floods your system. In response, your body releases a large amount of insulin to manage the sugar spike. Here's the issue. High insulin levels act like a stop sign. They prevent your muscles from absorbing the protein they need to repair themselves. It's like locking the doors to your muscle-building factory right when it's time to work. But there's more. White bread doesn't just halt muscle growth, it can speed up muscle breakdown. After the initial sugar rush, your blood sugar crashes. To get more energy, your body may start breaking down your own muscle tissue. You are literally feeding on your own muscles. A recent study looked at 2,000 seniors over 3 years. Those who ate white bread for breakfast every day lost 23% more muscle mass than those who avoided it. Let me tell you about Martha, a 62-year-old I treated a few years back. She had classic symptoms of muscle loss. She needed to use her arms to push herself out of a chair. Carrying groceries was difficult, and she felt wobbly on the stairs. She was tired all the time and had already fallen twice. Looking at her diet, I found one common habit. Every morning, she had 2 slices of white toast with butter. It was fast and easy. She thought it was a harmless choice, but that toast was weakening her muscles every single day. I created a new eating plan for her, which included the 5 foods we'll discuss soon. Within 2 weeks, she saw a difference. She started to feel stronger. Her energy returned. Soon, she could climb stairs without holding on. She told me she felt like she had the body of a 40-year-old again, and it all began by swapping out her morning toast. Number 2. Coffee on an empty stomach. What happens when the first thing you have in the morning is a cup of coffee? That hit of caffeine on an empty stomach signals your body to release a wave of cortisol, the main stress hormone. Cortisol is bad news for your muscles. When cortisol levels are high and there's no food in your system, your body goes into survival mode. It starts breaking down muscle tissue to create quick energy. And here's something most people don't realize. That morning coffee habit doesn't just break down muscle, it can stop your body from building new muscle for up to 6 hours. The cortisol surge blocks a key hormone needed for muscle growth and repair. So even if you eat a high-protein lunch, your muscle-building system remains switched off because of that early coffee. One study followed 1,600 seniors who drank coffee on an empty stomach each morning. After 14 months, they had lost 22% more muscle mass than those who ate first or avoided morning caffeine. The researchers found that this habit created a state of continuous muscle breakdown throughout the day. I remember John, a 62-year-old security guard who worked 2 jobs. He survived on just a few hours of sleep and relied on coffee to get through the day, drinking 6 to 8 cups, always on an empty stomach. He didn't know this habit was draining his strength. He grew too weak to lift equipment at his job and was constantly exhausted. His job was at risk. When he learned his coffee habit was the problem, he felt hopeless. But after we adjusted his routine, he began eating a muscle-friendly breakfast before his coffee. Today, John is doing great. He can work long shifts without feeling tired and even has the energy to coach his grandson's baseball team. He got his life back by changing his coffee routine. Number 3. Processed meats. This next one might surprise you. Many people think they're making a healthy, high-protein choice with this food. I'm talking about processed meats like bacon, sausage, and ham. But here's the hidden problem. These meats contain preservatives called nitrates and nitrites. Within 30 minutes of eating them, these compounds can convert into inflammatory agents in your stomach. These agents enter your bloodstream and go straight to your muscles, where they can trigger inflammation. It's like your immune system starts attacking your own muscle fibers, causing them to swell and break down. And it gets worse. These nitrates don't just cause inflammation, they can damage the mitochondria, which are the tiny power plants inside your muscle cells. Without healthy mitochondria, your muscles can't produce energy or repair themselves properly. You're effectively poisoning your muscles from the inside. A study tracked 1,400 seniors who ate processed meats for breakfast 4 or more times a week. After 16 months, they showed 33% more muscle deterioration than the group who avoided these meats. I recently ran into Susan, a 67-year-old retired teacher. When she first came to my office, she was struggling with severe weakness. She couldn't carry her groceries, had trouble getting out of the tub, and her hands shook so much she could barely write. I discovered she ate 2 strips of bacon and a sausage patty every single morning. She believed the protein was keeping her strong. In reality, the nitrates were causing chronic inflammation that was destroying her muscles. When I saw her last month, Susan was carrying 2 heavy shopping bags with ease. She told me after she stopped eating processed meats and switched to the breakfast foods I recommended, she felt stronger than she had in her 50s. She now volunteers and even takes dancing lessons. Number 4. Oatmeal with skim milk. This one is often marketed as the ideal healthy breakfast for seniors. Doctors and dietitians frequently recommend it, but there's a side to this meal they don't tell you about. It can actually starve your muscles of key nutrients. Here's the issue with skim milk. When you remove the fat from milk, you're also removing the vehicle your body needs to absorb important vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are fat-soluble, meaning they need fat to be absorbed. Without it, they just pass through your system. Your muscles are left hungry for these nutrients, even though you think you're eating a healthy meal. But there's another problem. The process that removes the fat also changes the protein structure of the milk. To digest this incomplete protein, your body may need to pull minerals like calcium and magnesium directly from your muscle tissue. You are unintentionally weakening your own muscles. A study of 1,900 seniors found that those who ate oatmeal with skim milk daily for 18 months lost 29% more muscle mass than those who used whole milk. I remember a patient named Diane, a 69-year-old who was very health conscious. For 15 years, she had a bowl of oats with skim milk every morning, on her doctor's advice. Yet she was getting weaker. She couldn't lift her granddaughter, and her hands had developed a tremor. I saw her a year later at a family event. She was chasing her granddaughter around, lifting her up with no problem. She looked so strong. Diane told me she had switched to whole milk and added the other muscle-building foods from my plan. She now feels more energetic than she did at 55, all because she ditched the skim milk. Number 5. Refined cereals. This last food is likely in your kitchen right now. You grab it when you're short on time. You trust the box because it says it's fortified with vitamins. But here's what happens when you eat a bowl of refined cereal. Your body is in a fasting state overnight and desperately needs amino acids to repair your muscle. The problem is, refined cereals have incomplete proteins. They are missing essential amino acids that are the building blocks of muscle. When your body can't find these building blocks, it enters panic mode. It starts breaking down your existing muscle to get the amino acids it needs. And that's not all. Refined cereals also contain anti-nutrients. These compounds can bind to amino acids from other foods you eat later in the day, preventing them from being absorbed. That cereal you had for breakfast could be stealing the protein from your lunch. One major study tracked 2,500 seniors. Those who ate refined cereals for breakfast every day experienced 37% more muscle deterioration over 22 months compared to those who ate protein-rich breakfasts. I saw this firsthand with Henry, a 71-year-old retired carpenter. He came to me because he was too weak to continue his woodworking hobby. His hands would shake and he couldn't lift lumber anymore. For over 20 years, his breakfast was 2 bowls of Raisin Bran with low-fat milk. He thought he was being healthy. He didn't realize that the refined bran flakes were starving his muscles of vital amino acids. I saw him at the hardware store recently, easily carrying a stack of lumber. He told me that after he cut out cereal and switched to the foods I recommended, he started building furniture again. He felt he had his craftsman's hands back. Okay, now that you know which foods are undermining your strength, let's get to the good news. I'm about to share the 5 most powerful muscle-building foods that can help you reverse this process and regain your strength. These are all backed by science and proven to work. You can find them at any grocery store, and they're affordable. Every person I mentioned, Martha, John, Susan, Diane, and Henry, transformed their health by swapping the problem foods with these 5 power foods. So, get ready to take some notes. But first, what are your thoughts so far? Are you beginning to see why you might be losing strength? Let me know in the comments. And if this information is resonating with you, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. I create these videos to help people just like you, and your subscription tells me my work is valuable. It only takes a second, but it helps this message reach others who need it. Let's continue. Here are the 5 breakfast foods that will help you feel strong again. Number 1. Plain Greek yogurt. When you eat plain Greek yogurt, your body quickly breaks it down into high-quality amino acids that go straight to your muscles. A single cup contains an amazing 20 grams of complete protein. What makes it so effective is its high content of leucine. Leucine is the key amino acid that acts as the on switch for muscle protein synthesis. A 12-month study of seniors found that those who added Greek yogurt to their breakfast gained 18% more lean muscle mass than those who didn't. They also showed significant improvements in grip strength and balance. Here's the best way to eat it. Choose plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. The fat helps you absorb those important muscle-building vitamins. For extra protein and healthy fats, add a tablespoon of chopped walnuts or almonds. If you want sweetness, use fresh berries. Try to eat it within 30 minutes of waking up. Number 2. Eggs. When you eat eggs, your body gets all 9 essential amino acids in the perfect ratio. This makes eggs the gold standard for protein. These amino acids head directly to your muscle tissue, providing every building block needed for repair and growth. What makes eggs unique is their high biological value. This means your body can use 94% of the protein in an egg for building muscle. Eggs are also a great source of vitamin D, a nutrient that helps your muscles absorb protein and grow stronger. A 14-month study found that seniors who ate 2 whole eggs each morning had a 24% increase in muscle protein synthesis. They gained an average of 2.3 pounds of lean muscle and showed major improvements in leg strength. Here's how to get the most from eggs. Always eat the whole egg. The yolk contains half the protein and all the vitamin D. Cook them in healthy fats like coconut oil or grass-fed butter to boost protein absorption. Scrambled, poached, or soft-boiled are great methods. Eat them first thing in the morning when your muscles are most ready for protein. Number 3. Avocado. When you eat avocado, your body gets a dose of healthy monounsaturated fats. These fats act as a delivery service for muscle-building nutrients. Avocados are also packed with potassium, which helps prevent muscle cramps and supports proper muscle function. Plus, the healthy fats in avocado encourage the production of hormones that are essential for building and maintaining muscle mass. They also contain a powerful antioxidant that protects your muscle cells from damage. A 15-month study showed that seniors who added half an avocado to their breakfast had a 19% improvement in muscle protein synthesis and experienced far less muscle soreness. Here's the best way to enjoy avocado. Add half a mashed avocado to your eggs or slice it into your Greek yogurt. The healthy fats will help your body absorb vitamins from your other foods. Always pair avocado with a protein source, as this combination can enhance amino acid absorption by up to 40%. Number 4. Lean meats like turkey and chicken. When you eat lean meats for breakfast, your digestive system breaks them down into a powerful stream of high-quality amino acids. A 4-ounce serving of chicken or turkey breast provides around 35 grams of pure, usable protein. What makes lean meats so beneficial for seniors is that they are rich in creatine, a natural compound that boosts muscle strength. They also contain B vitamins, which help your body efficiently convert protein into new muscle tissue. A 16-month study showed that seniors who included lean meat in their breakfast gained an average of 3.1 pounds of lean muscle and saw a 31% improvement in strength. An incredible 89% reported having more energy throughout the day. Here's how to add lean meats to your breakfast. Choose grass-fed options if you can. Cook them gently by baking, grilling, or sautéing. You can slice leftover chicken from dinner and add it to your morning eggs. Always pair it with a healthy fat like avocado to maximize protein absorption. Now, before I share the final food, the one used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine, I'm curious, which of these first 4 foods surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're getting value from this, please subscribe and turn on notifications. So many people need this information, but they won't find it unless you help by subscribing and sharing. Number 5. Nuts and seeds. When you eat nuts and seeds, your body gets a unique mix of plant-based protein, healthy fats, and essential minerals that work together to build muscle. The healthy fats, especially omega-3s, help reduce inflammation in your muscle tissue, creating the perfect environment for growth. The protein provides key amino acids, and minerals like magnesium and zinc are critical for activating the enzymes responsible for building new muscle tissue. One 18-month study found that seniors who added 2 ounces of mixed nuts and seeds to their breakfast saw a 22% increase in muscle protein synthesis. They also experienced less muscle soreness and better grip strength. Here's how to best enjoy them. Choose raw, unsalted nuts and seeds like almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds. Soaking them overnight can make them easier to digest. Add a handful to your yogurt or sprinkle them over your eggs. A great mix is 1 ounce of nuts with 1 teaspoon of seeds. I know some people will hear this advice and go right back to their old habits. Change can feel difficult, but I believe you're different. You're ready to apply this knowledge, stay consistent, and feel the incredible results. If this video has opened your eyes and given you a clear plan to rebuild your strength, the best way to thank me is to hit that subscribe button. I've just shared information that could truly change your life and help you feel decades younger. Subscribing is free, it takes just 1 second, and it allows me to keep creating content that helps people thrive. Please subscribe now. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!